Hey Virgos, it's Heather here with Ruth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your May mid-month read for 2019. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Virgo. And with it being general, guys, please keep in mind that it's not going to resonate for absolutely everyone out there. You know, if the message doesn't seem to resonate for you, it might not be for you. Please don't try to force things or make things fit. Like I always say, there are a ton of amazing readers out there, so feel free to click on one of the links or videos down below. And if you are cross-watching, this could very well play out in your energy. You might actually resonate more so with the Virgo side of things. So keep that in mind, guys. You know, like I said, trust your gut, follow your intuition, and let it guide you. I do want to take a second to say thank you to everyone that likes, subscribes, and shares. You guys have been phenomenal. The positivity, the feedback, the messages. I am truly grateful for everyone that takes the time out of their day to send some positivity my way. It is phenomenal, and yeah, I'm truly grateful. So I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you. I also finally got my website up and running. It is lightworkersouls.com. It is a work in progress, guys. So keep that in mind, please. But it has, you know, I'm starting to reach out spiritually. I still have my daily draws, my daily reads, but I also post on there a lot of spiritual articles and things like that. So feel free to check it out if you feel guided to. All right, and then I will grab one more if I need to. Okay, Virgos, so right out of the bat, you guys have the Star card here. So I feel like a lot of you Virgos have reached a point where you are tuned into the universe. Tuned in as in you can just feel yourself being guided, pulled to certain people's, places, things, directions. But also that you have this inner knowing that there's this support that's kind of pushing you, that's, you know, just kind of letting you flow along into your divine path. You know, stars is the sign of Aquarius. You could be dealing with Aquarius here that's, you know, inspiring some kind of hope inside of you. But the star is combined here with the Empress. So I do feel like you guys are being guided right now. Maybe you've had a lot of healing too, you know? It's bringing you to your divine feminine power. This is the Empress. This is the card of creativity, but fruition. You know, what this card touches, it's going to bring to life. And what this card's touching is the Ace of Pentacles. Opportunities abound, guys. They're coming in. You know, this can be a financial opportunity. This can be spiritual. It's something substantial that can make a enormous difference when it comes to your life. It's an opportunity that you can't really pass up. You know, it's like that inner knowing, and it feels like it's an opportunity to create something for yourself, to build something for yourself. And this is, you know, the Star card, it's about healing, it's about guidance, but it's also about fulfillment, wish fulfillment. So it's like these are working together, these energies, to kind of bring fruition into your life when it comes to some kind of wish, some kind of hope, something you've been working for, a passion project, something that is igniting a spark inside of you. And it's very creative. It's highly creative. We had this Nine of Swords here, though. I feel like a lot of you have been in a state of anxiety, worry, stress over this. Over whether, you know, an opportunity was going to come in, whether you were going to get this fresh start, whether you were going to have the opportunity to move forward in this business, in this, you know, career, in this, I'm getting like projects, hobbies, you know, it could be, you could be an entrepreneur and you're building something for yourself, or it's a new opportunity at work. Maybe it's a promotion, a raise, whatever it is, it's caused a lot of internal struggles when it comes to you mentally. You know, is this going to happen? Can I make this happen? Is this going to come in? Is this ever going to happen? Am I waiting around for nothing? And then you have the Knight of Cups here, which is falling under this Empress and the Star card. So if this in particular is maybe an opportunity in love, bringing a relationship to fruition, you know, bringing some kind of hope into a relationship that maybe at one point was hopeless or felt hopeless, or, something that you had left behind at some point. There's some kind of love that's coming in, or someone wanting to come in with it. I mean, if you look at the card, that's what it is. Maybe some of you have been in your head about a relationship or someone, and you have been stressing, struggling, wondering if they're going to come and make an offer, or if you should go forward and make an offer. And if this is about, career, this is you finally stepping into some power and offering yourself some love, honestly, because it feels like if it's not particularly you wanting to offer it to someone else or someone coming in, it's you starting to embody that love for yourself. You becoming more aware in yourself and in tune. Because, you're at this period in your life where you want celebration, you want happiness, you want communion. You want to feel the love. You want to feel the love. 3 of Cups. And I feel like it is, like I said, I feel like some of you were in a period of not knowing if you were going to get this wish fulfillment, having no hope, wondering. 5 of Pentacles. Being left out in the cold. Feeling left out in the cold. It doesn't have to just mean someone walks away like everyone tends to think. It can also mean that you felt left out of a situation. It could have been third party. And I only say that because this 3 of Cups is right in the middle between this Knight of Cups and this. Some of you could have been left for someone else. Some of you could have been in a situation that was third party and you felt left out. Obviously, because someone's going to feel left out. And for some of you, it's about wanting happiness, joy, having this feeling, this community built, people surrounding you that love you and support you after a period of isolation where you just felt alone. But we had this Hanged Man. Now the Hangman was in reverse. So we're going to have to, sometimes I'm going to tell you guys right now, I read intuitively, and if the cards fall, if I'm told to leave them reverse, they get left reverse. So this one's staying the way he is, because I feel like this energy, this King of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, someone's been refusing to kind of see things from another perspective, or refusing to take a step back and look at the bigger picture of things. Maybe, and if it's your energy, maybe you were so focused on the details and the stress and the worry of the day-to-day, and this is, Spirit's way of telling you, no, take a step back. Look at everything. If this is your energy that's turning to this King of Swords, it's because you guys need to take a good hard look and be honest with yourselves. And be honest with those around you. Speak your truth. Speak your peace. Maybe some of you need to speak up about that 9 of Swords energy where you were so anxious and worried and stressed and, being left out. The 5 of Pentacles, nobody wants to feel like that. Nobody. Whether it was intentional or not, and whether it was self-imposed or not. You don't need to feel like that, guys. At all. You do not need to stay in that situation. You do not need to stay stuck in that kind of feeling. Someone just needs to be guided to take a step back and look at everything. And really see the truth in it. See the truth in it. Let's see what we got. What else can we get for Virgos? Oh, wow. You guys have some jumpers. I love when they do this because it's the affirmations that kind of, I feel things sometimes and I tell you guys, and then I get that yes. Okay. So, 10 of Pentacles on the Tower. Some kind of shake up when it comes to your foundation. And I feel like this is because you guys are taking the time and making the decision and doing what you need to do to make choices about your happiness, about your abundance. You are standing in that King of Swords energy. If you would just take that moment, step back and look at the big picture, be honest, it's going to lead to, I feel like, epiphany, an awakening, whether it's you or the person you're connecting with. If you're connecting with an air sign, them taking the time to kind of look at things from a different perspective and see the real truth behind their happiness, that's going to bring in some kind of, shaking foundation, some kind of epiphany, that bolt of lightning. It just sets that light bulb off, and then they get it. And it feels like it's been a long time coming. This High Priestess right here, you have High Priestess in the Chariot. So again, you have 3 major arcanas just right here alone. And then you have the 4 with the Hanged Man. I mean, and then 5, 6. Guys, this is a big pivotal period. You have 6 major arcanas on this board, which means that the universe is heavily at play for you right now. So you have a High Priestess in the Chariot. This High Priestess is about getting in tune with spirit, in tune with your abilities, your inner knowledge, your soul. It's listening, it's being still. And you can't do that if you stay so busy with everything else and you surround yourself and just keep yourself busy. You don't always make the time to sit and be still and think about what you really want and what means the most to your heart, what means the most to your soul. You know, where you want to be, what you want to do. Like I said, this Ace of Pentacles, this Empress, this Star, there's hope here. There is so much hope. And it's about bringing something to fruition. And I can't tell you whether this opportunity is financial or if it's a relationship or if it's a move or a career. It's an opportunity that's going to come in. And it's going to be after this period of feeling lack and feeling anxious, wondering if it was ever going to happen. And it's going to come in, and someone here is going to have to take a step back, and maybe it's you. Maybe it comes in and you freak out and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Spirit's saying to take a step back and look at everything. Be honest with yourself. And then make a decision about your happiness. And it's like once you do, things get shifted. Things start moving. You get more in tune with your soul, your truth. And then you head on that chariot path. You head down your divinely guided path. You can't get to this if you can't reach a point of enlightenment and being truthful with yourself. If you don't take the step back and see the big picture and see where you're headed and what you really want, you're not getting here. But taking the time and making sure that you do that and get real about what you want. Get real about your happiness. It's going to shake things up. And like I said, if it's not you in particular, if this is someone you're dealing with, you know, and it's you seeing the hope and the fruition and being stressed about this, and it's them needing to step up and look at things differently, I feel like someone is going to. And if they don't, the universe is coming in with that tower moment. And that tower moment is what's going to wake someone up and shake someone up. And they're going to have to dive deep and dive in. And it's because it's time. I mean, you have a card of Cancer here. High Priestess is Virgo energy. I also see this Pisces energy because it's very intuitive, unknown. You have the Tower here, Scorpio, Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Hanged Man is, again, your energy. I also see it as sometimes Sagittarius, sometimes Pisces. I don't know. The Chariot also, to me, it's Cancer, but I feel heavy sometimes with the art that it's Sagittarius because it's charging in. It's just charging in. You have the Swords, Cups. I mean, you have a little bit of everything here, guys. You're definitely on this table. And I feel like at the end of the day, a decision's going to have to be made. Someone's going to have to see the light. If something comes in, don't freak out. Take a step back. Look at everything. Look at everything and decide from your heart, from your soul, what you're going to do about it. What you're going to do about building your life. What you want your life to look like. You know, what it means to you. And then you're going to get in tune and charge forward. You guys are in a very heavy period, Virgos, right now. And it doesn't feel like it's dragging you down. It's not low vibration. It's just heavy. It's like you guys know something's coming. You've been waiting on it. And now it comes and you're like, what do I do with this? Well, take a step back. Breathe. Woosah. What else can we get for Virgos? I'll do it one more time, but I feel like that's the perfect card for you guys. Okay, we have Surrender and Be You. Oh, I love that. A lot of people have been getting this card, Be You. So again, the Be You card is about getting in tune with your soul, who you are, what you want, where you're going, where you're headed, where you want to be. You know, and being yourself unapologetically, knowing that, you know, you are worth it. You are a divine being. You have such power inside of you. Be yourself. Don't feel misled. Don't feel like you have to change who you are for situations, people, places, things. No. Be who you are. Stand in your power. Know and recognize your truth. And then head towards it. We have this surrender card. I feel like that's what that is, guys. That step back, that taking a moment, looking at the bigger picture. It's about you guys finally surrendering it to the universe and saying, look, if this is where I'm headed, if this is for me, then this is what I'm going to do. This is the step I need to take. I'm giving it to you guys. You know, bring it in. And I feel like a lot of you maybe have reached a point in your mind where you were so stressed out and so discombobulated that you surrendered it. You said, okay, look, I can't do this anymore. I can't sit in this state. I'm just going to give it to you guys. And it's like you give it to the universe, and then the star card comes in. It's like, oh, here's your hope. This is what you've been asking for. You just needed to let us know you were ready for it. That's how it always happens. I love that. It feels so, it does. It feels so good. It feels light. It's like, okay, just give it, surrender it, let it go. And the universe, they work it out, guys. I'm telling you. Sometimes in ways you can never even imagine or even fathom would be possible. They work it out. Okay. What can we get for Virgo? Yeah, you guys have the power. All right, you have this Scorpion energy here. This is about that power. Having that power. Having that intense, that momentum, that energy needed to pinpoint. And it's also about protecting yourself, as in your energies, you know, being discerning. That King of Swords, deciding where you're going to put your energy, where you're putting your time, what's valuable to you. And then making moves and almost protecting the happiness that you want, the joy you want. So it's making a decision consciously to say, okay, this is what I want. So anything that doesn't align with it is going to have to go. Octopus, yeah. This is an energy of being entangled with other things. You know, deciding. You have put your energy in so many places, and this could be the Nine of Swords confusion that you're going through, the energy you're feeling. It is literally making a decision to say, okay, I'm not going to put my hands here, here, here. I just need to sit and be still. And as you can tell, the crown's lit up. So I don't have to give so much to every little thing. I can sit and be still and, you know, reserve that for myself. Like, yeah, you can give to people, of course. But if you're giving to everyone and they're just sucking you dry and you have nothing left to give yourself, that's not how it works, guys. That's not... I know, especially if you're an empath, if you're a healer, if you're a light worker, it is your natural inclination to give, give, give. Always. Since childhood. That's how I've been. I'm a giver. That's just me. But you get to a point where you realize that giving from an empty cup doesn't work. You have to give to yourself, fill your cup up, and then let it overflow. And then you give the overflow to so many people. That's how you give. That's how you embody the light. You build up in yourself. And then you love yourself so much that you're able to love everyone. You're able to just make a difference and make a change for other people just by being full. Because by them recognizing and seeing you that full, they naturally want to figure out, okay, how do I do that? How do I do that for myself? How do I fulfill myself that way? That's the work that you do. That's the light that you bring, guys. All right, Virgos. Well, that was a really awesome, intense reading. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the month, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Love and light.